Good Saturday, everybody out there. Well, maybe I should make a disclaimer video and say that no, I'm not a logger. I go out, cut down trees for firewood, do got some climbing gear. I do go out and do some climbing here and there. But not a logger. Do I know everything there is about saws? Nope. Not in the least bit. Now, when we took this thing out the other day, I said it's probably a tuning issue. Brought it back in, took the cover off, did everything. 2 of the 4 bolts holding the cylinder down had loosened up and kind of allowing some extra air to get in there and, messing up the fuel ratio. Took them out, put Loctite on them, put them back in. Took it out, ran it again, ran perfect. And yes, I do know some of the old tricks the old timers used to do with the motor oil, mix it with the gas and stuff like that. And I still know people that do that. But when it gets into saws and stuff like that, it's a learning experience. Now, do I know how to do the right port job on the saws? Not 100%. Maybe 50. But all it takes is picking up your phone, getting on a computer, doing some reading. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Now, when it comes to cheap saws like this, I don't mind tearing them down, doing something and not work, buy some new parts for it, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks for what, whatever. You know what? It's all trial and error. Look back on, some of the stuff in the past that, people that built stroker motors, pretty sure their first experiment with building one didn't go quite as planned. And, look at where stuff's at today. You got 600 cubic inch engines, 900 cubic inch. Those didn't happen on the first shot. There was some experimenting going on. And that's why I like these cheaper saws. You can do, you can go out, 300 bucks, pick up, new cylinder, piston, for anywhere between 30 and 100 bucks, depending where you go to and what brand, and go through Holtz Pharma, or you go, through some other aftermarket places. It's one of those things. Now there is some specialty tools you have to have, not real specialty, but like case splitter, whatever, flywheel pullers. Most of that, crank splitters, you have to, you can't just go to a hardware store and get them. Flywheel puller, you can go get hardware store, tool shop, whatever. And basically, it don't take much work on a saw. You might have to get a little socket set, whatever. Wrench, Allen wrenches, torch bits, just little things. Read up online, and you'll be able to do what you want with a saw. Now, I don't recommend going out and spending $2,000 on a 90cc or whatever saw. Get yourself just a little cheap thing. Go, look online. Look on, places that people sell stuff. I mean, find something that you can get parts for. I got 2 saws sitting here that it's hard to find parts for. Not saying you can't get them. I'll tear them, need to tear one down, get the micrometer out and all that stuff, and measure stuff and look online and see what I can find. Just because it doesn't say it's for that doesn't mean it won't fit. You gotta do some measurements, take some measurements, and you can find your parts. And yeah, my videos aren't that great, but we're working on trying to get those a little bit better. The editing, I play around with it. Not really on the videos I put out, but just, I sit there and trying to get used to it all. But basically, this is just a, I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of a I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. I'm just a guy that enjoys running saws. Yeah, I can be sarcastic, be a smartass. But once when I put one of these in my hands, all that goes out the door. You run one of these, you gotta be serious about it. You can't be out there joking around, him-hawing, trying to, be funny. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing. And make sure you're wearing your safety equipment. I mean, I got my helmet there for when I'm out cutting down trees. Got my chaps, got the gloves, got the glasses. I mean, I try to do it safely, or as safely as possible. Now, can I walk up to any tree and say, yep, I'm just going to do a notch on that and back cut it and we're just going to drop it right there? No, I can't. Have I done that with trees? Yeah. But I can't walk up to just any tree. And I got climbing equipment, like I said, I got climbing equipment. I don't go out and find the biggest tree I can climb, or try to climb. Been in this for about a year. And in that time, I've climbed probably 20 trees, 30 trees or so. And I'm still learning. I'm learning. It is something that just kind of, I've always wanted to do it. So, bought some stuff, got into it. Do I know everything there is about climbing? Nope. I don't. About rigging? No. But I have property I can go to where there's nothing around except for a bunch of trees, and that's usually where I go to do the climbing. I have done some removals for people, but I usually go out and find a tree where I can go out, take my spikes to, learn the spikes a bit more. I mean, not a lot with spikes, but and learn, doing the flip lines and stuff like that, setting your climbing lines, stuff like that, learning to throw a ball. I mean, it's a learning experience, and I'm just lucky enough to have an area where I can go do that. Like I said, I don't find the biggest tree. I'll go, just find a decent sized tree, throw some lines in it, do some moving around, and every day I try to make it a learning experience, learn something new. Now, does that always happen? No. But, try and make my videos a little bit better. And, for a comment that was put up there, that, you don't know how to tune saws, you don't know, know a logger. No, I'm not. I don't know everything there is about tuning a saw, but it's a learning process. And, if my information is wrong, it could have been wrong. I got nothing to say about it. Told him, tell everybody to drop a comment. Gave his opinion. Hey, I'll listen. But like I said, I'm learning all this stuff. Well, not about, but the whole editing and making videos. I'm new to this. I had no idea what I was doing. And you see me stumbling over myself with words. My brain knows what I want to say, but I just can't get it out. Now you meet me in person, it's a little bit different. Because I get nervous when I'm sitting here with a video camera at me. And I talk a lot with my hands and, whatnot. I do that in person. I'm just one of those people. I'll take criticism. That's fine. I'm putting myself out there to everybody. I'm going to get criticized and called out and, whatever. And that's fine. No problem with that. Growing up, I didn't know how to work on a car or, whatever, when I was younger. As I got older, I got more into it. Uncle's a diesel mechanic. And so, started following him around. Lived on a farm, so I just kind of, picked up some tools and started doing some stuff. Stepdad would be like, hey, take the radiator out of that tractor. Well, yeah, I'll grab my tools, I'll do that. And it just progressed from there. Where I was rebuilding the diesel engines, gas engines, whatever. Little 4-stroke. Put new jugs on chainsaws. I didn't go to school for any of it. I learned by hands-on, being out in the field, doing it. Tractor breakdown. Stepdad called me. Hey, come out and give me a hand. Well, not a problem. I'll go out, jump in my truck, grab tools, jump in my truck, I'll be there. Now, do I know how to fix everything? Nope. Like I said, I worked on semis for about 12, 15 years now. Off-road, the construction equipment, forklifts, cars, trucks, whatever. I don't do it anymore because of, on semis anyway, because of all the new emission stuff and this and that and sensors here and there. And would I get back into it? I might. I have no idea. Tomorrow might be a day I wake up and say, you know what? I'm just going to go back and start doing that. Or go back to welding and metal fabrication. I don't know. Possibilities are endless. I mean, I've done welding and fabrication. I've built, worked for a place that did the armored cars and built those, and took semis and stretched the frame, make straight trucks. They were like, well, you skipped around jobs a lot. Well, it wasn't that I wanted to, I get bored. Once I've done something a couple times, I don't know, I always need something that challenges me. And, in some of my videos, I don't know, some of my videos, it's just some of the stuff I think it's something in my head. I try to put it on camera, but it never comes out quite the way I want it to. I don't rehearse anything. I'll write stuff down, try to remember it, try to say it on camera. But my mouth gets so far ahead of my brain that I just can't quite get it out. Kind of like today. But when I start making video, thinking about going in a 4x8 piece of whiteboard, hanging it here in the shop, do little notes on it so that when I'm doing videos, I can just kind of look back and see the notes on the board and be able to stay on track a little bit more. Now, am I saying that's going to help the videos a whole lot? No, but I'll be able to stay on track a little bit more. When it comes to saws, I do have a little idea for this one. We do need to tear it down to see if anything happened to the cylinder, piston, whatever, when that loosened up. Only 2 of the 4 were loose. But you need to check the gasket, make sure it didn't blow, rip, blow out, whatever. The old coolant down here, it needs a little tune-up. It's been a little while since I've done a tune-up on it. It needs a new fuel filter and, brand new gas rig, put a new fuel filter on it, but I'm going to put another one on. Probably should tear it down, the carburetor down, check it, make sure nothing got through, because it actually had a rip in the fuel line too. Put a new fuel line on it. This one, the fuel filter wasn't even attached, it just floating around in the tank. I don't know if didn't want to hold the fuel line stretch, did what it, I don't know. I do run premium in all my saws. I go mix up about 5 to 10 gallons at a time, because running saws, weed eater, whatever. Going out, cutting down trees with my stepdad, I'll take, a couple gallons with. He'll run it in his saw, whatever. And, of course, I'll come in and get a little bit in a plastic cup, so when I need it for the fire, because I do have some green wood yet that a little wet and doesn't like to burn, but a little bit of gas will solve that. And, I'm working on making videos better. This was just a little sit down, hey, well, not really an update, just letting you guys know that I don't know everything there is to know about saws. I can put a new cylinder on one, put a new piston in, whatever, rebuild it that way. But I actually want to build a saw and have to do all the, all the right things to do it. So I've been reading up, doing this and that, and it comes to editing. I have spec'd out another computer for doing that, so I can do multiple things for the editing. The computer I got, it's great for doing it, but found another one that can do a little bit more. So we'll kind of go, see what happens there. But other than that, messy shop, of course. Still got a couple more saws to work on. Got one that runs great for a while and doesn't want to run so great. And a buddy of mine saw that I've had now for a little while that I'll tinker on it here and there. Should make a video working on it. Rebuilt the carb on it. Ran 100% better than it did before, but it didn't run before at all. Let's put a little bit of fuel down the carb itself. Still thinking the gasket between the cylinder and the case is still not right on, because it just, something about it just isn't right. And I don't know. But I'll keep making videos. Hopefully they get better. And hey, you guys drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I take criticism. Hit the subscribe button. More people I get, or we get in here, the more to help me, because I need, just drop your thoughts, drop your opinions, drop a comment. Hey, I'm here. Hey, this video wasn't so great. Let me know. It don't bother me. Let me know. I just been having cabin fever lately, not able to get out and do a whole lot because the way the weather was. Now it's starting to, going to get warm and possible snow again this coming week. And like I said, Iowa weather, you never know what you're going to get. And I think tomorrow we might take a little fishing trip. Who knows? Only got to walk about 5 minutes from my house and be at the Missouri River. Go out and do some early season gas fishing. Heck, who knows? Catch carp, cut it up for bait. I don't know. But, thanks to all the subscribers that I do have, 78, 79, 80. Can't remember the number, I just looked at it. And we'll take a look. Pull it up here. 79 of you. And thank you. But we'll end off this video here. And probably start working on one for tomorrow. Not sure what it's going to be, but work on something. Maybe showing an oil change on the old grocery getter out there. Heck, who knows? Maybe somebody needs to see how to do an oil change on the Mitsubishi Outlander. Hell, who knows? But thank you. Drop your comments. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know when the videos start getting better. I'm working on it. Stick with me. We're going to learn together. See you guys later.